Before we get started with today's video, I just want to let everybody know that the time for the live stream on July 26th, my birthday, has been set for approximately 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. That's 9 on the West Coast and 11 on the East Coast. I figured that'll give me time to get done with whatever my family's planning for my birthday and give everybody else in the country a chance to get settled in doing whatever it is they need to do. Alright guys, I will see you then. I've had this channel for a long time now, and it's never really been what you would call a popular channel. Now, in the beginning that didn't matter to me because in the beginning I was doing what a lot of people do and just using YouTube to share videos with my friends about my hobbies and my pets and my garden, and I didn't really give much thought to who else was watching. And then all that began to change in December of 2020 when a good friend of mine committed suicide, and it hit me very hard. After that, I started throwing myself into a lot of things trying to deal with my grief. And one of those things was YouTube. First it was watching videos, and then finally it was getting into making more videos. And even then, at first, I wasn't worried about who else was watching. I was just trying to work through my grief. And I made a lot of different videos on a lot of different subjects. First, I made one called Gadsden, Alabama, a city in crisis, that talked about my city's economic crisis that has been exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic. And then I made a few videos talking about my grieving process and some of the things that happened in the aftermath of it. And then I made some cooking videos about, I think I have about 16 of those right now. And at first, like I said, it didn't really bother me that these were not very high traffic until I saw how much that traffic that video Gadsden, Alabama city in crisis was getting, and I was wondering, well, why? If that one's got over 2,000, why do the rest of these have views in the low double digits, and why is nobody commenting? And I felt discouraged, but I had friends who encouraged me to keep going, especially with the cooking videos, and because they were getting tips. They liked what they were seeing, so I kept doing those. But then I started to get a little braver with my content, and I started doing some other kinds of videos on some other subjects, and those weren't getting a lot of attention either. And yes, that kind of bothered me, but then I started to realize something. That there are a lot of different reasons people may not be watching, and not all of them may necessarily have to do with the quality of my content. I mean, for example, the cooking videos. That's a very niche thing. And not a lot of people in 2023 have the time to cook a full meal. So why watch a recipe video, right? And then there are some other things. Like, okay, maybe a subject that I did is something that maybe is an issue that needs to be talked about, but I'm the wrong person to talk about it. Like, for example, who wants to hear somebody without a uterus talk about abortion rights? And who wants to hear that men have reproductive rights just like women do, and that they experience sexism just like women do. And also, who wants to hear from somebody who isn't a scientist that science and religion are very similar to each other? This is something that actually people on both sides of the aisle are very uncomfortable with, as I've recently discovered. And, you know, whenever I do a video, I always make sure to do my research so that I know that I'm not talking out of orifices other than my mouth, if you know what I'm saying. And I always try to make to come up with something unique, to talk about some unique viewpoint, because I don't want to repeat other people, what other people are saying. If I don't have something new to add to the conversation, I don't make a video on it. And sometimes people just don't like hearing what I have to say. But I keep making those kinds of videos anyway, because, well, I may not be the right person to be bringing some of these things to people's attention, but the right people aren't bringing attention to it. And somebody has to. And if that somebody's got to be me, then so be it. In the meantime, though, I want to keep you guys entertained and open your minds. So I hope I'm accomplishing that goal. And like I said, I've never really been popular, and that's why I am so grateful to you guys. So grateful to my whole family here on this channel. The people that have been here for a while and the people who have just recently joined. And I'm so excited to have you all here. And I hope that you'll find my content entertaining and mind-opening. And that you'll keep coming back. And I also hope that you will join me on July 26th, my birthday, at 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, for my very first YouTube live stream that I am going to celebrate both my birthday and having all you guys here on this channel. And that's about all for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see y'all then and then the next time I do a video. So until next time, guys, peace.